Welcome back to the Coding Fanatic YouTube channel. This is your host, Richard Clark, and I am a full-stack Android developer with an eye for efficiency. I'm focused on learning as efficiently as possible and teaching you to do the same thing. If that sounds like something you're interested in, then click subscribe and turn on notifications so you can see when I upload new videos like this each week. Now, if you've been following along, you know that I've been working with a tutorial that teaches you how to draw information from Firebase and pull it into a list view so you can display the information from the back end and the front end of your application. However, I went through the tutorial, and right when I got to the end, I hit a new wall. So I'll just walk you through the steps so you know what I did and what I'm going to do from here. The first thing I did was I added a list view, obviously, so I could have a container that would display the information once I pull it in from Firebase. The second thing I did was I created a new class called person, and this would hold the information. This would be used to classify how I'm going to represent the information or represent the data. So the plan was to use the real-time database to store the names, and then the person class would draw a string from that database, use the string to instantiate person objects, and then the list view would display those objects as strings. Same as usual, I referenced the list view within the main activity so that you could actually see the list view, and I deleted the default hello world text view that I was using last time. Now, in my last implementation, when I learned how to read data from or read snapshots from the real-time database into the app, I replaced that text view with text from the real-time database. But this time around, I wanted to do things differently, so I got rid of the text view and replaced it with this new list view. This is when the wall comes in. I'm copying and pasting from the tutorial and I'm refactoring code, and I noticed that there's that red squiggly again with a Firebase list adapter object. Now, I don't know I'm assuming that the Firebase list adapter is used the same way an adapter is typically used with list views, so that you can take the information, store it in an adapter or in an array list, and then use that to display the information in the list view. But this is the first I've heard of a Firebase list adapter, and there wasn't an import statement mentioned within the tutorial, so I did some research. I looked around, searched the internet, and I found a few import statements, but none of them worked. There was a specific one I found that appeared in like 3 or 4 different tutorials, but when I used the import statement, it didn't work, so I'm pretty sure that this is outdated. Most of those tutorials were from the last 2 or 3 years anyway, so chances are that's been deprecated and there's some new way to instantiate Firebase list adapter objects, or you might not even need them. There might be another way to do it. In the end, I created a new XML file, used that to style the list view, and refactored some of the code to clean up the work that I did and clean up any changes. And I figured after all the research I did, I didn't find anything. It was just time to find it's time for a new tutorial. So this one was a bust. So that's just how it goes sometimes. Software development, you don't know it all. So sometimes you gotta venture out and do research. And you might find something that works at one point, doesn't work anymore, and you gotta kind of start from scratch. But either way, I'm determined. I know I'm gonna find a way to do this. I mean, this is a common practice in apps now that have backend databases to pull the information and display it somehow. So I'm gonna figure this thing out, and I'm gonna do it. I'm not even worried about it. It's just a matter of finding the right tools for the program. So I guess I'm saying RIP to RIP tutorial, which is where I got my tutorial in the first place. I'll link it in the description below. And if you're an expert, take a look at it. You tell me. What does your eye test tell you? Did I get it right, or is there something more that I need to do on my end? Let me know in the comments below. So once again, this is your host, Richard Clark, signing out. Don't forget to don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on notifications so you can see when I upload each week. And head to codingfanatic.com and join the mailing list so that you can get the first updates when I have new articles and videos like these around my projects, career advice, and just general Android development tutorials as well. So yeah, thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.